but one time no more turn 55 to buy the baby. So Honorable APRAKU LARTEY, head of communications, Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Eti yanko na menchi ampani foi. Ora APRAKU akwaba.
Mejo suminia.
Bibia boko dia.
Yanko pa daroma ne mo mpai wonti.
Ere nyame ase. Honorable Kopoku ne ho ye.
Yanko pa daroma kra ho ye. On say Eric obi a. So unim ni ye na nti na nti ache.
Okay.
The year 2009 na sha say na
nti.
Brano ye deputy regional minister nam to me. Na ye by DC somewhere around 2011. Timina nante as Adam for crowns and I'm doing as an appointment. Man, you will be out the addition and sa. What the addition and sa. Utimicoda, or dansoa, or da.
What the addition is out to me, Jao Koda, or dansoa, but dansoa. I know assume you
on disappoint you. Ni butaya unani twin and say, or best servo. Nipa edi GDA edi to me a man na buy. Brand no deputy regional minister and masa na oba office den time brown office nyane oba ho a chair emergency ward the kai brebi am say na baba jama na obi ani be do say Eric o run emergency ward wa ha na ko nipa because do na wo GDA ewu ni mo. Oba haya so wanka oba kumase the same thing. Oba ministry han. Staff no mo ya da for no be ka say eh na say na ministry to me busy sir because sometimes I go do an ho chance ampo.
Ministry no mo no.
Na ho chance ampo. Na obra champion na kutuma okere.
And dan kwasa ko tete dan. He last me draw am say ah. Mo me mu dan ngunsi mamwe.
But and now uduru wa. Said the bribia manfo eba no moko na pepa ene akoma pa odinya abotreti obia asem no kyerɛ se enipa ɛwɔ papa
ɛwɔ ho
nipa woni papa me de bia me ka se me me dache oyɛ dache hene oyɛ dache hene magana na enye mo nwa se me call baby na obi se we die unim no Kopoku akra was say asama ni para kan manage ya ankasa be mpese me kan ha
okay
be so be ka ni family ko future president any family ko na so wow so timi say the other agencies crowd money agric ministry any sa so directly no prayer hu say
am start
papa no any pie dey
no
titembia pie na me stress Yankopon ho bema ne saa nimdie no saa abotre no ne saa hoden na odidi dwuma no beba ne mo ho no akoso amagana fo said yakwa bi o kasa am the social media say kufu do legalize video ne wa ma yani mate
o ma sa group red mate
o mo ni mate so o mo nsi bi pese o ma yewura Kopoku ama efa yenua ne sem ho ne yema yama NDC abaye ni mwate wa magana phone ni mwate wa ma hafofo ye ni mwade ate because onze odi ejuma ni ma ejuma sha hafu ni nsa na wo ye na wa nyi ni ya wa we chine bi na hafofo ni fofo so be pese ejuma so kra ko fe ejuma mo ntimi nyi ni
that's true
na wo ye ma ne so ni pa nia na oni ni moto a ole ni moto ya da say nipa bia ni ho abitima motorize or personality.
I see.
Nobody can immortalize your personality. But you can do so by living for the people.
I see.
And that is exactly what he's doing. The motto and I'm a fire, and was back when was it. The ultimate goal of every politician should be so obey to me, administer to the admiration of your electorate, who will repose their level of trust now.
I'm the show, man.
And these are a human being. So, by year, no bosom, a wabraba or bebo. Now, they are tossing me, to do a near GDU, the modi to me share and son. Prebe our moment, idea, Aje, and then I put that. And of which I mean, as a politician, I mean, so we are politician now, Bob Rapa, Ubewu. ba udin ebeka ho
Bejadi in power actually.
beje dimpa o chire ye ka me ka di na me nka idi mi mu di
Yeah.
me nka di buka ni za mu di ni bi
I said a didio me no. Bejadi me no. Ida papa na the other way around.
no uja
Say dear me dear no. I still like.
ntina me nka di ni
Yeah,
bi
the answer so dear.
me good ye de chire obi ade ye nka so obi hwe sunsun ho yes hwe na wa anya bi aje ku fodo amamu na Ghana ni bi ye ka so hwe me no obi kura hia asem oti asem ka chire me oyam pipi ni pa o ka chire me say eh de na na de aye de achimfo de be ye dem pa say betime de akonya wa Ghana I'm telling you oyam pipi no ya you know achimni aso kwanya na afa so abu man no be ye den say achimni o kwara wan ka say ida hendi say that say pipi o say be ye den say achimni
When they call him because I don't say the way Eastern region here. Oh, Coco, I so fetch my sass so. The Coba pass a catching for no war. Actually, hold the phone when you more.
come for that
Obesi barrier. Catch some of the helicopter.
so you see the level of a year wa creating e din o na na ku for agidi din obi o ka so onye ni bia no bo din de waje
But the papa
ne papa mu na sha ne de ono kwani ndi enye me ekoso e wa wo kana wo ka miracle asembia na miracle enye na kasa ma iba wo ya
yeah, ono kasa.
ndi ga pesa ngo
But me official spokesperson.
ndi ga pesa ngo kasa I don't know say Ghana na yetini bi no moti I don't know
But me mra we so kakra. Mame brief me kakra from my ministry no so far after the launch of Nkoko Nkete no. I think before I be the Brunya, I said last year December or so, even before December, I don't know. And now we distribution of Ashanti region.
yeah
So far, sign a program no esifati e fa no modru. Na mo sha se we, na e fa no modeko.
kindly the last year no more bono and a half
Okay. Distribution no.
distribution
Okay.
what we want to do is say okay e botaya e see this one yes ye no buy no Ghana
Okay.
ye ni di Ghana nti nyema na ye enkokwa na ye chane ye mpese e be import
Okay.
and for now no so Ghana
To grow at the end of Ghana. Then we eat.
omakuya for no more capacity no e wo form kakra say obetima ye ni nyina atego
Okay.
and ye pese scan here dey
Ekana.
mining. So if within 1 month, you bitima within 1 week, you bitima kita for Ashanti region, you produce, let's kita for Ashanti region. Then the next week we move on. So the buyer is cut bed a better man rather than say a man for a import I don't know free man on it. Na sikana kesa tanaha ne kriti juma ma Ghana for enyano. E kwa ku free baby be crack ko free. And then ama more I check again. Kabadu 7 KB anka next man or next man anka ye mu wo free akọ the next step wa. Any poultry farmers ankasa. Because what we are doing here, or more poultry farmers as a backyard poultry. Then the next month or 2 no, so we'll be dealing with the poultry farmers. The small to medium scale poultry farmers and then the anchor poultry farmers. So the amount distribution a binuma abde say say be import. The person cannot try the development never you see the na ho den no. Esa kui. Because now you say manage pa big man pa MPP de kese pa no frame no catch them. APRAKU na say dog. I say Charlie, mo ya di o Charlie, me 500 me claim cruise be so be 500 na ema. And then they move you na mo pese baby wa na. And then they just from fast for mo nkoso na mo nyesa. And I'm so wow. Nti nyema na ekore nyema eye. And the isai me then say e kamia is a cut across all sectors. Sector bia bono modern. Dia magana fu ye ni ma ye fefe sa dia akwane kan se. Ye ni ma ye fefe. Ye ni ma ye fefe. Nigeria ma bi kan se bi ye say ya Nigeria for a president ye Tinubu, ye president ne John Mahama. Na am say awon so ye Ghana no so ye feeling it. Because nyema o de toto na kwan ye nyema ebe mo ma no nto mapa no wa fa fra na obesa fra wa sa fra ni say friend with friend ye last na me no be yam fan to be I quite remember some time ago a talk be $20,000 or talk can be drew hand we, it costs only $20,000. Not $17 Ghana per one. $20,000 and it costs on 3.4 billion old Ghana cedis. And then the guy is spending the same can or spending around 2.2, save 1.2 billion cab. Just as a SUV car. That's such a person as ever I can't share. We have food or the big woman, so I start to say shit. And you never
Okay.
Kuyipa.
Yabeba na main topics na dey go na fi yahanti agric ministry briefing kakra a few about beba cho fa we need to so mame and Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni one Finance Minister Dr. Kizla to Forcing and Dr. Akurutinga Ayene the Attorney General one year meeting ni nyina ne se enche na jusak for a judicial service for workers no one say omoko strike na akwa adwen ha na papa yi ba enche yedim say all sectors problems there obi aba beto ne there enti afani anase nipa miensan wo makwa koshia say judicial service no concerns awdo a omo raise no ni nyina no sika na yede beye dina se huhia se the finance minister enso ekota akire eti ene wako ama nipa yi miensa atitiri for pa miensa ahia na omadi nkomo ni nyina ne se womo pese womo ye niema yi ba bi ese aban eboa in terms of sikasem no se finance minister no so adotu ni note atwod mo a omo hihye ni nyina kama anyame ya domo a yekoi yebehunu ensachae say na honorable APRAKU ka say all sectors but be a start here efefe no say judicial service no enso timi efa ntoma pefra etene meeting na akoso ama the Attorney General, the Finance Minister, and afin so Justice Paul Bafoboni omashia that strike omo putting on hold. It we can confirm say Jusak for strike as you see another essence wiem omo start here omo juma kama na Paul Bafoboni so am assurance sanso enna finance minister so am assurance say aban beye do betimi biada ama ye judicial service no omo working conditions no etimi aye krabehwe etiweni nkomo a akoso enne a yede ho amane ebo enso so ebombo enti yenkai na yenhye so. Now one of the Supreme Court justices Justice Puaman Wokukuja onu angasa ni nua a chese omne aban mpanifo akodi nkomo a na enya asem ketwa enti yehwe nim se meeting we see no eden ne pa ne mapapa ebebre the judicial service no the education ministry so say honorable minister obojuma papa but SITAC for still matise training colleges no teacher for so mo kwachira de enkwara no enya admission into the various schools no 2 weeks pe no mudi ye na last week Friday me story be say SITAC mpanifo atwero Ediama association members ne say obi antra fie kopim next month en kopim so mne aban ebedi nkomo ama entiase aba ni nyina say some allowances be dated as far back as 2022 2023 sika bia kikamu a enya ban we penso na kikamu no wo so omo nkonko kira de enti yesre say the Ministry of Education and Vice President so emrem na president so emrem na fi womma enkwada no omonko chroma de matse by March no first semester no womo etimi end na start exams enkwada no akọ school just for 2 weeks but exams ebeba so in March na matse teachers so be return I think after 18 next month or so eti minim se abampo ni for so monitor na fi yɛhu how a saa issues no so ɛbɛkɔ akɔsie ɛntina kyɛ sɛ ne ɛteɛ no ɛna association ahodoɔ wɔ kurom ha nom no ɛyɛ abotrɛ na ɛsɛ munya de bia meka yɛn nyinaa nim the kind of economy a former president Akufo-Addo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɛne ne finance minister awura ne yɛ sɛ aban start ne associations bi nkitahodie no ɛkɔ dwoodwoo a yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ mo benya abotrɛ na ebeduru so ɛkɔba sɛ contact hours sɛ mo de ma ɛyɛ suafoɔ no ɔmanya in the name of strike now bana say later aban de usika ma wa I think same kwada time na ma waste no we cannot take it back so we are pleading with you these are moma mo fase ene eye mo nananom enti etoda bi a aban sesa hwaban ni sudi ne ban se de aban ne ye ne ye aban we nya ban na so odin boro so abeka so ye ka sema ontie enti ye bese se sitag for munya abotre na yesi mon temper justice with mercy anameboa na fe monko sazen Crawford to school fees ankwara nda so egufie a womo enko school eti yebese pa yenko yenim na fe yeni enkomo deputy director of elections MAHDI GIBRILL senior akwaba
What's me so
eba job bibia boko de
boko
enra moko fake it is fake or neck
fake
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 the functional executives committee I see. And I think you sent in some items be my briefing kakra. I also East by election. Electoral Commission them. March 3 abeto part now what to say.
Watch it, Mammy Fakonya went listeners, any viewers. Mentia Okrio no any party for all over. Metia my colleague in my palm moye. Say oye jumana resort near fair. Nikasam crapono. When you're queen, you said, I know, because we own program na every because Jano Nanka, maybe all corner.
Yeah.
But there's more for him to talk about. But it's good. And I also applaud some of them also most of them of late they make themselves available for information because they're key. Because this time around, party and government, well, I don't think that we should stay. Say election time and say a story. Say this time because you can't sorry in terminity. I'm for opponent in a fake party for no IMPP. They are not able to change the story. Because first, in 2016, but now for say Ghana for be. So we start back
2016.
2016. Your mama has always served this country well. And I say in the party NDC. Say I can't incorporate your boy, you know. Say your boy, so you 2016. Your boy ministers, your boy ministers, when now, you last time. But I didn't say almost so many years. But now you can't story. But this time around, no space in the enjoy space, no. That is why I'm on for who say I'm pack ye Juma. Watch it. Only me say but studio ha a free bridge in so was okay. Even traffic light, you know. So we say it took MPP up to the time we free away more sales has portion. I'm to be feel. But because I can once
stretch the way.
That's stretch. That traffic light was Zongo Junction.
Yeah, Zongo Junction, mosque and chair.
Also, my asphalt.
Yeah.
It's a traffic. So those issues are bar in Yamaba amount for a year and getting. We are not allowing the people to see some negative story. Ama say government, you know, your rating no air cost. And I urge you to continue. In fact, at time comment and say watching from.
Yeah.
Because if there's some information, just come and
exactly.
Yes, just come and then put it all the sectors in a year. Come on, say, in fact, in there, what you share social media, the way information is given to the guys are a friend said social media so ye road oma farm ama for who say ye jumo we be China be elections I feel we say me commission road you see ye who so why bibia. So information is good, and I applaud you guys. You are more because every sector, especially concrete. Man say, "Obana osobeko."
Yeah.
Entina woman kasa ibre.
No, sir, me name minister Shia.
Oh, they be obi de maseba America no.
Me na the Ken
Men
Shia.
defend you.
No, I said me can live on radio da. Me name Shia. I want me promise be. I want promise.
Also, line no one no person okwa pen enko 3 minutes pen.
But maybe the me must have been 5 minutes.
They be
Say maka me kwa me nye honorable dada na baba.
it depend say na story too. Okona condition e boy ya na we start.
Say Ghana me call you. Oh, radio good. Blah 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 blah. No so.
That's good.
Reception you good. Ko nim say we a radio person. Only time sir. I saw the beche. What I say?
Papa.
Enti honorable there. Me amakushia no mabeka wa ha. Enti me no unfinished business, which we will finish the business. We have to finish the business.
Very soon.
It's a make say account in man more time, more than 10 minutes.
I'm finding a ground memo about you.
Maybe to be Jerry, you know.
Oh, the pure man can be I said, we see, that's why we say, in Mauquenia Noir, you go more and which will pass. Because yes, I tell you, the MPP wanted to bring in some negative information.
Yeah.
Say, more imported background or no, I didn't import but the Ghanaians are seeing it, and information so you came out ready to give us more information about it.
Communication. And we are not importing them. No, so we change the narrative. And chroma.
Yes. So it tells you that these are some of the kind of game I'm about. I'm trying to say video now go around about Anthony Kabu.
Yeah.
And I'll confirm say
I know you ever
in Crawford way settings in Crawford. What they be?
Settings.
Settings. Mr. Omiya do settings so. Settings and it's coming.
Settings and coming.
Coming. Tell Omiya very but let's say our applaud ourselves. People like you, Boachi. I remember 2024 election campaign. Now, Boachi, what media studio water takwa to send messages. In fact, this time because we are not given a space of communication.
Yeah.
I'm on for almost soon. Say pound to the Kabu. I wouldn't know we nima war say pastors now almost share common. Mo kwa soro mo hye nkomu no omo no mo tenase e ka kire mo say chalade we say na ekono mo ka ne say
timu fanfa
enti say wo kwa sa soro na mo ye pro asa e friend say hye omo hye nkomu no sa soro no how do you see the pastor
so for back so ono no tiase enti we say what tiasim o say omo o say kabo mo ne din die but ono so hye nkomu ne bi ne kabo kan do ne nya adwene
na kombe na mo hye ya mo eba so kore So these are the things. This time around, as I said, we will not sit back to allow them people to.
But you told no, you best start
much. What's it? Pastor, let's say.
Also for ne say, Kabo interview now on the Obi Grante, you know. Ne na so for nketo ne betwe na dwen no kutie. Even though Kabo are money day, but obetime confirm say ne Kabo kan nya no kra.
What is the logic in this?
You say
what's it? One can say asofo nyina.
Dabi.
O say asofo bi nko nya asofo nyina na hye.
Yeah.
Ena wan kasa mo hye nkom nyina. Bo se onim ne asofo no bi no hye anom kan say na konto mo nya ni say. Your name has not been mentioned.
For Kabo de tum.
O ba ya. O so ne nya adwene.
Ye take Kabo.
Shi kasa bi e wo kasa bebu bi.
Ko enyoma wo beti. And then we are so for the be our prophecy. You want position, yen polls data no. Mimbomutin. Yen.
Polls data as the foundation for prophecy no.
And I mean catch that no. Yen ye do more say I didn't yet mu unia. So for yet mu I didn't say. And then polls no. where economic intelligence unit for the biaba. Ni na de da 51 mo hosa anti wo de she kan be fa so and komo no be hye. What just eti mas enti am
Anti wo de ekos na nya wu.
me Anthony Kabo. Se sofo bisi wo krom ha pa se ohu ade a. On kire me de be si wo 5 northern regions no. Na de bia crap na e prophecy wo. Ade na sofo nyi omu bia church wo so ho. Ade omu nyina asnia elections ayeko enyoma wo beti. And then who I saw for the be almost prophecy. You want position, yen more polls data no. Mimbo yen.
Polls data are the foundation for prophecy. No.
And I mean catch it no. Yen ye di more say I didn't yet show unia. So for yet show I didn't say. And then post no where economic intelligence unit for the biaba. Ni na de da 51 mo hosa anti wo de she kan be fa so and komo no be hye. What just eti mas enti am
Anti wo de ekos na nya wu.
me Anthony Kabo. Se sofo bisi wo krom ha pa se ohu ade a. On kire me de be si wo 5 northern regions no. Na de bia
Asebnani o.
What it be na can scam any settings.
Scamming and settings.
Omukoshia a friend saying poster. I was a poster can say. Now Omaka. But we've gone beyond those issues. We are now focusing on our work, selling our government, selling the party, a Juma power government in a year. So watch it this time around. Say Pans MPP will stand us up to get into elections. Because we do elections, you know. Nasa na here can say no. Not spokespersons are can't naturally though.
But so almost a money flag bearer.
Why?
No movie.
But you know what? But I catch them say.
Enu 31st and Judy.
The NDC have, you see, the NDC have always. My secretary say the NDC have always go to elections with a party. Party never go elections so. Into that, yeah, vehicle ni. Into that, in fact, so far, you best started branch elections. A vehicle now, bet me move for the party. Making sure say party phone will be taken good care of. But whoever will put on that ticket. Whoever will put on that ticket against this fake party, a pass party can depend some more. In fact, the people if they get the opportunity today, they will change all the 5 and bring a new person. You remember so well soon as over to Antrono. And a friend say, former spokesperson, no, communication officer, no, minister of communication, no. Of was RKB Kojo. Nanka on now about promote to never try and trust say man say I'm a first so I can say or try and throw. In some way no me alliance, man can say I'm throw for ni nyama. But once we go to those issues this man go to the
not to forget this story. Ghana Saskar Service. I will release it 2025. Ose call 2024 elections no. Yes, Ashanti region crowd poverty rate no. Nipa ne go na 850 and as well here buburu in Ashanti region alone. According to Ghana Saskar Service, third quarter last year, nipa 360,000 and through him. Yes, yeah, no. Some multi-dimensional poverty, no. In terms of the rate now falling about 21.9%. Until third quarter last year. And nipa 360,000 Ghana, 360,000 people.
A free bracket.
And they're free. Sa ohia bubro bracket ni mo no. Sa nipa do na the third quarter last year free mo. Ti yan fa non to no ye de beba the other topics and yan go straight to the party decision on.
Yes, sir. I also is after the demise of the MP, when Semra EC was all the 60 days, within 60 days, or the dates for elections, beba. And the party the Parliament be notify Electoral Commission. Now almost the calendar number. Chibia na the calendar by say better about on the 3rd of March. And said NDC so a candidate ye be call for elections. Intendo party Asia decide this it will be a nomination ama obia so over contest elections. And yes we are going to choose a candidate. But party say the person be contest bia no it will be a man kwenya say o picking nomination form. Then after that, I go around, I go fill forms, then to submit it. A be vetting at the regional office. Then on the 7th of February, na ya go to a candidate na they call elections. In this preparation, as I say, electoral commission dey on calendar about out electoral commission more be nomination da. Friday I want the letter number out Friday no be nomination.
Okay.
Nti na on be close nomination, both filing nomination on the 11th of February.
Okay.
Nti party as a proactive nti me no can say a picking nomination from Crapo electoral commission there. Because they able to about on the 7th of January February. Now I'm filing from 9th to 11th, which means process there, but you need to start some process. In the party, I am ready to pick nomination on that one so that we can start filling our form, waiting for the person will be a candidate. Now you complete the process. Now, primary forms you pick party at the calendar every 2 years. And it's on Saturday, 24th of January, a BBA nomination from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our regional office. Regional executive or Obama will be better now na 5,000 Ghana cedis a picky nomination form.
Okay.
Now picky nomination form that day 5 p.m. near close, which means over after 5 p.m. Which means we want to be in picky nomination no biome. Then on the 27th of January, I say picky form now. You also around the constituency na branch for and a party for IAT party members. We feel it. I may endorse so. Say over to me a contest like Bamoji Woody. So you go around and do those endorsements in the constituency.
Okay.
Then 27th of January, now I'll be submitting forms now picking here. We'll be submitting forms now over to your 40,000 Ghana cedis account until we show evidence of say payment to the bank or to your 40,000. Then you submit your form on that at the regional office. But a man disabled, your mom was opportunity said, filer, they will pay 50% of the cost. But forms in the you buy Nimo, Nimo. But filer, so file forms now, you now pay 50%. So you're buying disabled.
Your bow so disability a year. 5,000 betua.
About 5,000. Because forms in the budget to be for forms, not for the amount.
Will be for fraud. Okay.
It's a forms and what picking forms.
Yeah.
Because those who 5,000. That to show your intention that you are contesting election. Then we are the next day, which is 28th of January. Now you are vetting of the candidates,
Okay.
A vetting of the candidates. That's the whole day. Because any period they end, but we use the day. We believe say we can finish the vetting the same day. What issue be a disqualification be a bomua and as a petition be we'll deal with all those issues on the same day. Any appeals are obey. If yes our process where a bear balloting the same day on 28th of January to get the position of the candidate in case we have more than one candidate contesting the elections. Then on a year any aspirants they will move in for their campaign towards the elections. The 7th of January, 7th of February. Now you are to Aba in the constituency. They say Beko constituency anymore. My delegates now be to Aba on the 7th January. Elections from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and yet open ended at 4 p.m. If you do 4 p.m. So only within perimeter no I to Aba no, which means ultimate to Aba. Then again, I'm going to about a delegate. A delegate, a branch executive, 99 branch executives.
I'm going to
Aba.
Oh, okay.
But this delegate also a list. List where soon you prepare in 2022. And then to about ye constituency executives. And to about the parliamentary candidates. And the flag bearer elections. As I say, to about so list in a use so a process na until say a new elections. And the delegates now ever to about to about last 3 years or 4 years primaries. I'm gonna be to about so this time around. And as I listen to the our party headquarters, NGO constituency. Because prime minister constituency branch elections,
Yeah.
That date and a party headquarters. And they say headquarters and what's our data no. It's the been say a print register navy. I'm a general secretary adding in to so page by page. So that obi infa other data because say we any use. Yeah, ka we actually I'm for say. On him say obi or a branch be obi free mu. Na edi obi atum say be ejuma. That person will force obet me to aba David. Once I would any register no more. Whether you have acted in a branch, untimi to aba. Again, there are some branches before the 2024 elections. Ye say criticize both polling station. Yes, so you create new polling station be a branch my. Those time in the MP NDC here man for ye juma those polling station. Some crop na untimi to aba in these elections. And so be so free mu a yes said no or register no more. And a delegate list now you sue for 2022 primaries, both for constituency elections, parliamentary primaries, and the presidential primaries, and one they use in these elections. Register no so over file we over file we are near more register no, but picking nomination near more list because at pick of nomination and no commitment full on a watch into file and the register no amount. And these are process they are two for the I was so elections. Watching this election for us, for primaries, for us is crucial than the elections now. And the party is opening up every avenue for everybody to be able to participate in it without any problem. And the end process, I could do regional office now. Who said, I'm from person register, friends forms no on the Saturday no for headquarters. If more forms no ama also at me submit. But we believe say region will not deny anybody from giving him nomination form on Saturday. And these are the things that there to for the Ayawaso primaries.
Okay, so with regards to the filing fee for disability or disabled and women, why are they tuning in at the same way? Because oba on your disability, need the disability. I don't know more equity conform
that is the decision of the party.
Okay,
that is the decision of the party. Say we are giving and also encourage people like this also to also participate in the democracy. We know. And the decision in the party, and reduce amount for their situation, so that you motivate also them to go. So it is not about say man in the they were brought into the disabled to also get opportunity. So as for disabled, Obao or Bemo, it goes through. Maybe you always say
Obao
disabled.
Maybe some your bar. No, sign disabled.
And say I want 50% of that. I want 50%. But who person now? I want 50%
the gender I'm 50%.
Yes.
Who said it? The gender
it's something that maybe we'll look at it in the future. But Ghana say maybe also say maybe a pushy a banana cannot the
we not bad
be a bad
steps and somewhere in three. Examine 2.
One can say, you 3 and answer, but so far.
Okay.
So far, I remember it was one of the elections we are I think 2012 or so. Now will be APRA before campaign. APRA candidate to Obama over filing nomination. Now was bandage on a 9. Was he entered so man because all the way disabled. It's those issues, but we want to assure every person now we're ready to contest the elections. The team, the party is ready, open up for everybody to take opportunity to contest the elections. So as I sit now, watching party ni candidate be yenim. Obuka say, Mati say we any day at TSM. We always accept we are open over contest. So we find over 5,000 who pick a formula. Then that's the first step. You open to me file here, you become a candidate. So that filing a convert we are, then you become a candidate. But for now, dear, but even material or didn't also
money candidate.
Any candidate. That be NDC. NDC.
Now so far munya candidate to
They be the answer now.
maybe they mean to be contest to because me maintain order.
Then I make a say.
Said no so can Emrano.
You can go and pick the nomination. You better disqualify again.
One of it, yeah.
I don't know it, yeah. Those are issues. So, as for registered the list, you know.
Okay.
So, Bikacha will say, yeah, started a temper, chance of war.
Okay.
Yes. Chance of war.
Register. No?
Register. Because
your register, more yeah, more primaries.
And
last 4 years ago, no. And no one am on the bay.
Yes.
Okay.
And no ends the same. The
only one want to be.
The best Sawo say, we are not likely to get 100%.
Okay.
We are not likely to get 100% because time and season up and so be it to be a film. And your crap on I also is for him say one person will free mo. That's the member of parliament.
Yeah.
So it is clear say and she say but no proxy voting.
Into
Mobi and I'll be so there be a name no and about two about no so your list no. And that's what something we explained before time now presidential elections. You know?
Yes.
You list in your friend album. It doesn't mean say you can't album now all the pictures in the woman. These are the things. But over two about no individual no the idea bet you say you in a woman. We request with the voter ID and I say Ghana card. Beba I bet you say me and a midi a work we no more to us. But most of us, everybody knows who is at the branch. But we will not allow it be a one to aba or list anymore to be part of it. Because registered in the Bay Juma on that day of election. An election we so electoral commission and a best so. Electoral commission and a best so and the Ghana police so will be also there to give security to the party. It will be also in the constituency in one area a better about.
Okay. Yanko Yanim, Deputy Director of Elections, MAHDI GIBRILL Namotene Kano, PC Aba Center, Dr. Patience Aba, Oniaba Bedinkomo, Uwanim Niobeye, Third Vision Center, Oniwaya Dibiano, Ko, na Onshema, Utita Pao, Ota She Ashiniwa, Odiene Modruno Asa, Ope Papa, Anebo El Fomoa, Third Vision Center, your North Ridge and Airport Residential Area. Yejuma every day, Fre 0245 93 83 89. Heart Builders Real Estate or Mama Sase Ewo Dawa Lochuboy Shy Hills Ningu Chopoli and Akuse was said as Assassinable Tibiano Ubetua 50% na Neakano Yachichagu Abusumisia Kwafiso at the amount. Unya to initial deposit of 50% no assassin you try the amount now project no so as started. Eti Kushachira Quine Ewo a year a Shaiman of Seat Kaketo Divisional Police Headquarters 0241 665200 and a 0540 226276 and a 0256 064492. These are three numbers. Ubetimi Afre now they hat Brothers Real Estate for and penny for a dinkomo. Time herbal mixture for malaria fever, loss of appetite, general body pains and weakness. A time herbal mixture. Eti kai na eshedenso efa emame. Bowura babi atunton rubia sosono onso sa ebe count de. Eti na chese ne tiere no. Bacho 0244 41766 a year 9. Omada Romakambi Airboy Emere Pampaso Jumadi Atwao Etikai na Eshenso Efa Emame. Yanko near to Jumadi so Enfi Honorable APRAKU LARTEY, Head of Communications, Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Akra Yesheke no Friata. Ghana buying a din through a OSP. When said the cases be aqua more court. Na Burube say a trial absentia. Papa no saying say MPP lose about 2024. Na ni obe take over. Yen fa ne tonka kunya so no fi Ghana hanom. Timi swimming car. We di beye bosumi be mienu afe ne bosumi mienu. Ewo amanfo ahye so. Report ni chire mu a ya revoking ne stay ne visa. Any man time say o visa no ya Jeffrey nsem date we fa free krum ha or da so eti America abrochime mu ama ice for detain no na edra na esi tina no mu asem indeed okoe emo se yenye in camera eno so no a in camera nya bamu a on pay government officials bi say hearing no on metremu bi na ja obi akoka bibi na ede ohawa bre no eti judge no so granted asem no. Now as part of ICE for argument in be ICE for the one way argue say the man should be sent back to Ghana. Now ono kra no me no ka say no Ghana for order extradition list so but one more call no mu kita nkrata bia judge no betimi o betimi da substantiate say extradition request aye ka no Ghana for be kra de babetum eti judge number up to 19th next month say they should produce sad document no then hearing no akwa share Minsumika the next 3 months bosum be miensa because the 21st then we are talking about 27th April. So 3 months and 6 days time and on free case in the beam but nyina mu no the man esan detention center hono mo a onya no twamane se ne me person me di yogurt Massachusetts ma me nkona de ade and if bosum miensa 92 days Ken Ofurata will be in a detention room or ISIS for the honum. Jan Shababia Ken and Samakwa Kudro. If it so by ya and Kibia Kwan and Ruha, if you craft a Ken, ego man anymore say. Then a Bema former finance minister, a tubata. Na the crew for Henachina Quine. Wamara was it in Chinacha member? APRAKU.
Sure, me das. Sanko for you know. Ono mo 8 na no wo ka o masema wa hwe obi kasa okasawa onso mo ye nipa bi a ye kasa nkontompo ni nada ewo mu ye be sha se na wo ka miracle asem bi a okan
Yes.
enye mo nwa so okasa ma ba omi abiko papa dan kasa dito
Ba me a trofo.
masa enye ba omi na ka sa ono na ye move into probability no da kan Oba ya asempa o sister station first on busa no so oba na ne boarding
Yeah.
now we had awarded the contract on ne boarding to be renegotiate obi a also na obe renegotiate na just one aye
That be.
You bo mi ada try Ghana for him catch say when the fundamentals are weak. The exchange rate will expose you.
Exactly.
And when he was exposed now, or say it was true then and now true. But when the exchange rate is higher, doesn't mean the fundamentals are weak. I look as if when these people are talking to Ghanaians, say, "I'm funny say, university professor only PUI and a dealing." Yes, I can risk with you. Only PUI and a dealing. Now, nothing be or can be, and the people will take it out no matter how it is. But we've gone through certain, process of Ghana. I say be or can pieces in it. What catch on funny quack. But nothing about tray analysis. Somehow can a way in. What is the reason I came for that as well, my Ghana? Also, I are or heard why are you? The audience I came for that. I know the hospital bed is what, and got eyes walk of fire than a call or detention. We my Ghana for who say, Papa Nujanen or had this way they would Janet. Nanya Yarientina on your day. Oh my. Your casa bizu a casa by sister would trim fire. Ndiamwa enku. Can for that free and yes and walk or son where you Janet.
So no be him second. Janet.
Janet.
Can over that Janet.
Janet.
But say him say no yare.
No yare heaven.
Ken dim finance minister na from be share ni.
I don't want to Ghana for will be discuss here and after the house yare. Or three or grab Ghana Japadi as if say or chineni ho. And yamina make on. Or more me kai can Japan said they were grabbing Ghana Japadi as if say or china anyhow. Every insurance are now state insurance company no GF no sama a data bank. No. Now for you can no be.
It's not for share now as a result of a good living.
Good living. And enough for share.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We have 1,001 people here. The other came over that's why I don't be able to Ghana. I'm sorry, I'm because a confanoche. Because town teaching hospital. And you know, so my brother the best hospital in Ghana.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm called. Now, can you forget to hear a hospital, Pampaso? Go support no of us on CS already. At the expense of hospital. When the last hospital, what did they state now? But you were supporting one because one could see us already. They don't know you one class sorry fee. So I am pardon one fan class sorry fee. Nti can you forget a year ma oye ni na we nyina me na bede say papa na di bone a ono ankasa onim se wadi bone. Nti no onim se mra ni bedi. Nti the oye ni nyina is a means of evade justice. But the him one say papa we and na oye demonstration edi ayim say the then NDC one mama baya edi kan no should be accountable to Ghanaian. Papa no. And now be hwe yesu sika 7 year be share onsa. Na sika na e call National Cathedral be kire kwa afa so ya se be yare. Oti abrochi. Kwan ya ofa so a uchinchim Ghana for gi yen sika. En sa de we ya de a ye nananom ye papa nom a o makọ pension. O mo mpa ibo. Na make ofurata na nim gu asesa no. Because you cannot come and tell me say also by a haircut. Na me sika me dia koto bond e wa aban no. Aban ni nya sika entua. Na wo na wo gina ntem company gina ntem ni de ne commission de waje. O company ye Ghanaian company no gina ntem no. Kodo ko bobosen a waje ne the percentage so waje wa ya dantem mu ama Ghana akwaje bosen afri akwaje APRAKU. Never stop, never soon say Muntia Meka also Ghana this can DM Fancham. Now commission, what the man? What the chair? And decide Yama when you bonnet of the Ghana for fast one. As soon as I saw and when you sooner and a name guasse and Onyan. And when the MPP be a cravacato said the Papa or Moon who say, we are richer than him, but everyone going to be doing that, so I know I'm going back. And these are the people almost say some found man and mamma, and they believe in accountability. And now no they are calling on Mahama led government say adibi baby mu akonta. But on the almost a finance minister we di Ghana bro and say no ono anka womba. And this how ngofo we Ghana be yem fonso na get aba na ekoyo no so hia bo finance minister no nso di Ghana no nso adwane because we adwane one man to no so kwa one man. That's what he's saying Ghanaians.
Eti Kenama a bad president.
Kwen biya se oba. Kwen biya se kemba. Ese ken bebu akonta kire Ghana for. Because I can't ma bebu akonta be a president be da ho a. One way ya na amfa so foforo amai. Ani me kra am say o mo kan no. Ese court dey say o mo fa extradition document no o mo reso. Say nya kuduro na pie na court no san tratra kwa me di o mo ya. And they should not talk about corruption in Africa again. Yes, someone they entertain corruption. Abrofo. So much now my Kent na US. Another 1 year. That's someone I'm so. Now that my son no. But the emphasis first name who be o. Say the maso no. So mo penas or no kasa a political witch hunting. Omo do mo ankasa for mo journalist no mra. No mra. No mo better no mo hwebi. And the kind of Canba. Now, when you India, I'm MPP for do one support because be a Canba, Yemen be Pino. I chain you, a cate, criminal cate. And no more buy so by the Ghana.
Homana, a so can a chain.
A chain. I'm telling you.
And you saw the Naya Bakuba to us.
Be better was. Say cate. PDS. It was like cate. And you are Menumiri Yahweh. It was like cate. I'll not be surprised if I got about your ground BP. Go he was in charge of the PDS. It was a cate.
Former vice president.
He was in charge of PDS. Now PDS na nyongoma. So me krensu we me be me store. Me say mintimi nye store no. Enti me po bi atwa no. No bi ba house me de man na woton nsu na watu ameka. What is the sense in this? Nsu na was store. Yes, all you see ba beto. nsuo na ɛwɔ store no mu no woton wa na ɔde tua meka woton wa na ɔde tua meka
wamfa sika no bi ameka ho
wamfa bi ameka
Sɛ ɛhyɛ
wo
store no
deɛ
mu.
no to ɔbɛgye revenue no wasan de tua ko wi ana aba bɛ ɔno no deɛ national access that is the way anaba omi thinking ɛyɛ no nti it was a rare cartel ɔmo gusu ɔmo yɛ nti dwane na wadwane na akɔ ebi sɛ ebi nim de because ɔba sɛ kim ebi piepia mo so ayɛ dɛ aba bɛka but ɛyɛ den kan wo for after obu akonta kyerɛ Ghana fo
ken bebu akonta kyerɛ
so obu akonta kyerɛ Ghana fo because ko hwɛ kwan ya wɔde Ghana fo afa so ebi ne mawu I am telling you so obekaya before 2016 document you buy out before 2024 election as a resurface and when me ankasa me hu 2016 no as per mechanics really even say NDC for year been ahead a sa document sa no mo refi document ni oh Ajapade no it came in 2016 and some resurface 2021 no kwan ye fast so because that 2016 document that I saw no it was categorically be good by because he is not with us. It was in there said cooperative force becoming financially powerful. We bring him down. The 2016 document I saw. And a kufu had within a category they deliberately and normally industry prayer ban a head finance. And what didn't call a security exchange.
Sec.
Nasa me be a banker. Na me no we be competitor na me be finance minister na madam me co-founder of me be a sec na me confirm madam for man be governor me competitor no do you think what I dey na me be definitely I will find ways and means of bringing them down
Because me kan say a PA second of Fuata catch the then governor. Is it one Mr.
It's a Hayaku
Is a Haku or yes?
Bisa
And the deputies here and the Bakwabe governor.
so different money adwuma
Say president say on timi no munya adwuma woman fa adwuma nto wonko.
good that one
Me kai satan.
definitely that's what they were coming to do and they deliberately or suffocating the competitors so the be on nko ane de na be de e be survival na wa na enye onwa media be dwere wana menti ase na be sini nyam jifa menti ase ni se ono the data bank na ono di agire mu me yakoje bosu na the commission no debt exchange ni bi anka no ne commission wa mfamba be de yakoje di sika no ono ni sika akam enye onwa and such a person no one to you as jojo no no wi abeka atwe say me no mi say oyare no onya nipa de sani moja nam ni mu ani tisi ni konso a odwene no nso abetena no abeka atwe say oyare
Ozoyare.
di oyare ange or the detention ho
Sir, I suppose he's medically fit. Onyare no ba bia.
where your history your musisia the various finance ministers ya try omunyina and they themselves they submit to omo Kwame Victor Sorombe Kwame Prof they submitted themselves when omo wa baby ko say ye hia omo no
Omo abai.
Opepam omo abai it told maybe you wanted to even set kangaroo court to try them that was under a chachuchi kata court one na constitutional someone try on ya kwa fan wa sorry them na de na kan ofureta yana ndi kan ofureta na ankasa nim so wadi bone onu ankasa nim so wadi bone enne obi ka so oba ya mani be condition ye osuban o ye osuban because you say bra so mba yes bra so man tie kofa kwan bi so yes ye de oba de na che say ye gya ma wo nse anwane ndi de onu a oye no and on one so nim boni a wadi enti no and meet my can't to be point blank say I know say the case is not pending before court
Yeah.
Accra or Ghana I will have 5 years where I can for the Ghana
Enya mo no hunu na kenti no but otete sansem we bia sa akwara
there be a well nyane anza na we ba there be well nyane anza na sa issue to iba that's the issue Oh, Johnny answer the issues over. And let me tell you one thing. This one from my colleague MPP, Neo Cancer. One evening, over 80 MPs was calling on President Kufuor then. So on Sisaki of Red and the Tama Opisika. I'm on my campaign. Where were they? So can I Kufuor came for Rabbit now? I say the campaign now start here campaign on Metallica.
No, one castle Metallica.
Indirectly.
Oh,
Logically. Because obi to hono is on one home modern. Since I know I can't tell you, opposite can be a campaign now that's all better. So Aboka.
Not just so can you be a otimi mobilization in terms of getting money for
cost sika. Ama yako a year campaign election is different from managing economy. They're two different things. Be a successful businessman doesn't mean so you can manage economy.
And or buy Susampa, what you boss pa. I didn't just say
because I Busiana now one cow you say because Busian will be our show. Every loan be of GBA and the company was show. Nanka one cow you. It was one cow you. Because the more or contract loan Amagana, the more he himself becomes a richer. New one cow you. A day in day, I keep on saying, when we want to open your fine gents, but with my managing economy, with my managing finances, don't bring in those prison-oriented people. Because those prison-oriented people are not doing now profit. To any AEB or baby, and when you profit here. Oh, yeah. And that was exactly what Kenofrata.
So, can you investment? Is it banker or I don't know how to.
Or investment banker.
Yeah.
At the finance ministry, we are managing the entire economy, only investment sector. Even though also a investment in a banker, he also a businessman. Okay. You know, make a profit. Do the better finance ministry no say Ghana ye project no when eunya mfasu ma onye. Ye ko popo so benya mfasu mo obeje. Senya Ghana for the storage na Yakopon boya. What I come no tea yanke ya ton yan number. A quick no more yatwan. And they were making rich day in, day out. Me China a betchin one who try better we should be looking for baby or what any asset be. So what change document we should revisit the way how or change those documents now. And to me, I believe in some former auditor general, Demrevo. So we at times we have to do life audit,
lifestyle audit.
Yeah, lifestyle audit. Some MTS is here. Could be a proclamation. Let me be a minister. We have the ministry. Name of me or Abrosan 20 or we should be looking at maybe close.
Good.
You have a brother made it on the bit where it's a
we must start you.
No, other than that, people will still what do you say? And under the pretext, we minuya madam for what do you say? So when we want to do that, we should be looking at people closer to those near where a near man time ben or Marquai was it under Tamana a Keoforiata, a Japadena Niriano. They didn't a brand of Keoforiata, a minister. What was the wife doing a bit? We should be looking at all those things.
Now, some minister Bakuzo can send it in a hero. I don't swear.
One can send it in a but send it in a hero. Of course, it got to a time when I lost the election 8 years. When I wanted to go back, I was not having an opportunity. If you're not to my media, Mengasu is if you mamma.
So we invest your buy them now at the bar. You're not.
And did America say the kind of Yamana Mirena does it commensurate or no the Jumana or Yen? Okay. If Obika said, or Tiffy, none of you know, maybe you took any so plane ticket your man and ask or to a it's normal. By depending the apple, trust me as well as an at Tomano. I see. What do you say? And this is what I'm talking about. And some of what you bear with me. Or you're hoping.
I know, dear.
That is it. Call you me, I will bear the now. I assume any day acceptable. We'll cry a girlfriend great to me. But acceptable. My department is questioning. Now, say me by DC. No, me by DC, me range ejuma. Yeah. Let me by DC, me range any ejuma. Now, but when I brought side to assume yes or by 5.
If you are not true, what you mean, yes, go bag more than 40, baby.
Oh, no watch the baby akofano.
Offer no be no.
Oh, yeah.
Or tam no be no.
Oh, and some of this is young here. Me papa me there be am come say. Yeah, chin no one. But yeah, hwehwe ni nyema hu say baby asa sika dodo na papa no. Me there me wogidie. I have no pronounced guilt on him. Me there me say me wogidie. Say I find that so baby e koye no. E say enya sa nyama.
Okay.
Everybody knows what a shareholder or data bank. Major shareholder.
I don't know.
Ebi obey means what jayo de share no what transfer their money. Obi anim say what transfer obey means and no the kwai ono man dia. Ndia hwe no abo man ka. Ne share no man nyi. O man nyi.
And the Bank of Gambia, data bank, omuto shares. Yeah, and on that grata no em say makan
And Jembebre.
Yeah.
So I think the former Nigeria governor is a governor so the I read about the way or kind the behavior of Ken Ofuriata. Unyan who the way I know see who friend crowd on fane and a whole lot. And you know, Papa Nadia, to be frank, on Rodimbo.
Okay.
On Rodimbo, there was Rodimbo and Gedimbo and Grand Papa Bianco and Tias. And who GD pass or near Bonia and Kadiako Sui and Kawaba. Ngono former president John Dramani Mahama then time no former president no or serve me no who born dog former finance minister and Akufo-Addo to ntimi nkan chance o mara no me face justice and I just say bia on say di mebem
former president
me busa o we asem busa me say odwene say me nkan say di
yeah
odwene say
send you no management bia Jitun so num de betimi akọ.
No, we baby ya dimi drama mani pa ba ko enhodu oman no. Na it got to a time when we are more powerful even than the president.
Oh, some
of course. Those people closer to us who kokara something president because say so what. The then president say so what. Can I say so what? Can I say so what? Did I say kate? Oye kate nti ni stay na o stay no wo backing so the sika crash am be mani ni bia fia de akwa because ba say king asembesi
pharmacy
je kan abusuafo no mo nkan kire no so mbara because e den either he will come alive or now 20 years no we ready for ba start
but nyame fa sama the time so ni mo be see no ha oh Africa perform
you do free nipa and you best can bra said your bribia now wo position before 2017 or now we can say omo di Ghana anim na enya accountable mu akonta emuda ho enkyere Ghana no nyankopon anya wabro wo wie na do besi Ghana sika nyina no wadi wo bra wie yese bra e bebu akonta ekyere Ghana yem Ghana fo yemusa akese and it's all right. That's a way anybody be. Excuse you out there, but a baba there say, oh boy, when you're den. When you're den, the police in your car or the two abu be an can me.
Yeah,
And Jibra. Maybe we can touch the Ghana for. Ubu conta now would a year, who soon sa tabia. Obesabe hold say US now poo, say UK now poo, say Iceland now poo. Got now we are no near some. But the city, baby, we can touch there.
All right.
I would day in SML. Kwanya odi National Cathedral haircut ya odi by debt exchange DDP no and COVID-19 expenditure banking sector cleanup exercise because it does not make any sense to even KG student people for you to tell me say the banking sector by then needed 9 billion to survive and you've spent over 25 billion to collapse as we speak so 25 billion there. And Martin go baby prominent MPP member bia on where you know say hey NDC for adwen call banking sector cleanup COVID-19 no. That's small can ni panic kind o ma adwen call we say people or more kasa believe say ketas share ne project because at the assembly level o to appoint here say is honor certificate o ko jofe say ya o ko to a year in school we be ma printed receipt electronic receipt wa ga jam say 40 million 4 million Ghana cedis ama Jofe na the honor certificate na Jofe oni receipt. Ndizamo.
Okay.
Yano.
All right. Yanko yanim Mr. Q put that back Kunlun Ghana Limited for the aba. Eboa boostu immune system no. Eboa energize body no so kama. Eboa strengthen waist and knees. Eboa ema overcome stress and fatigue. Bora baby atuntu no bia okwa. Mr. Q ase. Mabel restaurant. Any 2 a.m. sounds. Yekudidi ni atiasum enyum de. Eti aduane bia opedi both continental and local dishes ni no. Baby restaurant akache ne yeko. Your Nungwa C5 junction Nungwa ho abium Latter Day Saint. Eni butu eti kai na hye ne so. Data memra honum ken ofuriata issue we seen minim say monitor proceedings and court issue bemo okoye ya mass so for the next 92 days and obese appear before the immigration court wonum na hwe say obeba anas onya makra na agra Victor Smith Ghana ono he chiri edemo yen ewo US of A wakase Gabia so cheda kono na dinkoma kase enye ken ba obeba Ghana ne ha no but treatment said ya se mu boni ntani mu boni hanya no eno no wo dwene wo sisi ya agra mamiti o keno frata
Wachi keno frata ni suba what they did so far there it confirms say nyama Ghana for aka no one step no do on the so this daily now war born there it's sort of surprising, especially where you expect say maybe for cathedral issues where I think that we should know to me ben Minister of Finance we is a car money to me I would think be such project. So I think that we need to know but if truly Kenoforata believe in Ghana, I believe that he's one person that will give himself up to say me away be a tabna me no na situation in tina we any buy so by example of say Mary friends a plant issue. People saw it as an expensive cost at the point, but the reason was that time those are the things that you bet to be here to resolve the issue. Like I said, we no will resolve the issues. But what you unim, I'm still worried. One crata no ye bisano. Say first approve one of the crata nebeko. OSP. Sir, extradition.
yeah
OSP. You see, let's pray and hope, say, more people tricks with her. I'm telling you. Because all this while, as the OSP actually say, my submitted this extradition request. So if today they are asking, and that's the key in the case, I'm going to say, I pray, say, Krata has been sent.
okay
We need to be at me OSP issue become one now issues I could say game amount forever. Because Minister of
judge need train sir document
because who
take a decision.
The Minister of Attorney General actually say omo apply for year revoking the visa.
Yeah.
So what you say? So Attorney General has done his work. But they say no more do or no. Oman can say year revoking the visa. Oman can say what illegal. Other people they have not this people say the visa will need visa bio. And that is why he's soon going back to the friends detention no. But at the more visa they say we should show a proof. Say I'm passing the two say yam fanem Ghana say man fanem Ghana. But bottom line they say once the issue they say we need visa waiting out there, it means they will say deport. But if you are not able to prove say obi request say yam fanem there, then watch it another issue don't know. You understand? Then it become another issue because it means that quite now we far so out the say friends say we revoke the visa no which we now come on Canada. What I say? Because me all this while it came to a point that I don't understand say or Kasaba Ken and I say serious Na ka beye ochina say me dey be ba o ka say parliament. Ama a friend say minority leader say by March month be or the date or the neighbor by March what the can front eba and che na omo ka start say oh e kwan na what the no until say minister of attorney general say says issue we this is how they want to go and as I say also I say enya omo docket in bro omo and as OSP say they be omo they are working together but to be in the kwan so me I am only waiting for date now. You can say improve say extradition document
Okay.
when it happens, I don't think why Konoforeta will be in US say where the oil because you know excuses na mama and me to one be say MPP and Kasa no bubu Ghana for na. One in one breath, almost they don't support him being there. By another breath, they are in parliament doing press conference. Yeah, ambassador now over America for every Ghanaian. No. So of course I say, I bet then wow. I'm a pizza made you because I did pizza. Me auto pizza mau. What made the pizza? Was that didn't talk Austrano? Into Mampeni, NG, yeah, minister, yeah, ambassador on free. When you need. So it tells you how wicked, how MPP, sir, a team mafia no. I think a ebo game no. Once a team mafia man want to be supposed to call for. Mafia bia, a betty mafia be so films are a team mafia. He want to die on his own cross because the Mr. Oba issues now be you know. A gago. Eko kenti I say ya ba me or bar said the be treating ye. Untimi oko a friend say your investigation or court and then untimi come to your campaign me wa. Yeah. Only to us untimi so. Yeah. Friend say gifty worry. Or contest elections. Or contest another election or Ghana or sports cancer. Nyomu na ni a friend say under investigations are prosecutor. But they have their own way to do what they are doing. Or because to get so about the question team, check man. Omo kai say omo bobo na omo treat you am I say hospital go check those issues. So for me, I think that the back and forth with Kenoforiata, and today that is why you also agree with this government say you investigate will be a man bail condition, yeah man ketwa. Because I'm sure say Mr. Security I steady with MPP for no. They are because of their scammers and criminals, you know, they will be given excuses to leave the country on the excuse, oh me kwese. Because Kenoforiata issues where he saw it coming. And I got the opportunity.
I don't care no.
And I got that chief of staff. For me, I think that he deceived because he was not faithful to chief of staff. Okochi was like I said, "Mami, kwenye na me unko shwe me." Honestly, your mind by so back.
The past or the current?
The current.
The current
And
chief of
he
staff.
made application. He made application. Your man, free of that, so no problem. But when now go by, you know,
Was it a chief of staff?
he did it for the old one, but they followed up with the new one. Oh, he should have respect.
Starting with Freeman.
Yes, he should respect
After the election.
Yes.
After the elections, you know.
So they have to follow that. But he should have.
I think he left before the swearing in. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know, because within the transition period, not chief of staff, a member.
Yeah, key member of the incoming government, you know.
Yes. So because of that way, you know, they have that.
Okay, agreement, you know.
But I'm saying that he didn't even give those people that due respect. Almost coming, you know.
But almost all my MVCG said this is going to happen.
Oh no, they think that they want to believe that he's on share at the tuntum you say, oh, the share no emfa. They believe that or share some tuntuma emfa because when you come in at the same. Until say in dry year, or share at a friend say black at any gold, a friend bottoms, no so soon. Almost so and year bottoms no man.
Say no. Answer no be ro be a upezu ro dwane a onro ba ko na alama blue. Umie batem ba ko.
Kempa na isha tare tuntum no. So for me, I think that I want to see what will happen, but it tells you why the bail conditions are who if they get opportunity they will go and stay in the US. I will say, the case, you know. And also that's what they are trying to do now. And also MPP so by no. Your elections now can say court. Or maybe be a court. But this MPP is not telling us to go to court. I don't get to say, so we're too quiet in a Mungo case in here. Or there are too quiet because them say issues now the OSP honor. Say I mean cathedral issue and I know count. And then come me the minion who say na because there be OSP there now the issues so they say you charge no there be me be start on start case on at a friend say Ken ya cathedral na nyama no aye hu about then we can know say be where you papa ma o man Ghana but in fact let me know be or studio so MPP ni also or born home the go for time where juma me say in fact the moon say obi ejuma Ghana you say prosecute no you took Chachuchi Kata when we don't have oil in this country where you juma because you hate him keke mo ko tiro so dey mo o dey o say they be answer questions we say one deep on because when they were appointing Kenoforiata only statement akufo de kai o say wa born ne bra until when here Ghana for bibia which means ono when we Ghana sika when di Ghana for bro ama akufo de kai say so wa person obenye sika o man no no ko your private business and a conference ka say debut sika na manya no de manya sika do until person me ya aban sika me sacrificial job until me nji akatua silence coming this is a team mafia no that title no so today I want to see when say there was a time na here kasa about this government obi I no be catch say ya before okay say one accuse say Akufo-Addo the police governments are all here no we are before where are those people who are not calling Kenoforiata or before say one boy my answer issue another time na Ghana na yete the same policy now Kenoforiata lead Ghana baby e kono enye over a school mo nyame nko over president run infrastructure yentua ye raise issue no ohini ka say one mo kan so me abefo I hope say so we no so otiasi wachi ana e fast akwan no afi na ye kwan no so we are expecting more through say obey no if you don't have anything in you answer questions say OSP there more from now point you know on now point OSP and you should come and answer questions to him but when you watch me kasa no na kasa wo na wo pushi president colleague say oh say be the na wo sika in fact mo tutu nyema ba wo share na wo tutu nyema ba me I want to challenge the Attorney General in OSP I was say Brian after my elections no if I continue to say be hard because Brian to catch say from 2021 up to 2024 what me ma MPP 20,000 no look at politics scanning now for 4 years now 59 million Ghana cedis
59 million Ghana cedis
and a sika way and now we know what salary 12,000 100,000 no I didn't know what you is it part of the reason now almost support on koto la body beach hotel no in your men na or pay MP say abuano become peace edge on salary not they all follow MP mam 20,000 also no job until I can say do you have the same people of MPP say we bro say no who can answer now they go and sit at Yoko say omo ye demonstration abuano and these are the people who fa Brian wa omo asema mo kan fertilizer issues omo Okofa a friend saying, "Yeka say about me a no want me for evidence back one because Kenya catch say well you're truthful. On our kind also you're truthful. Well, he's a liar. Also can say can hear he's a liar. And Anthony Kabu say confirm say Baumia we Timothy. Timothy na can't say Timothy Baumiano is a fact.
But Timothy in the Bible.
In the Bible,
Timothy
Baumia too in the. You see, also what to meet shepherd pastor say pastor soon. We dem say me fa we dey jiwe work away and that is why we call friends say one pastor now Asante region
Adam J
on say we dey fa settings no was it for when you feel not to be so for good so we dey for good so me say me you dey for good so mo say who support me scamming we are scamming and the people they are And now, I still want to say, the title for Achim Mafia, no, I think that kind of writer is showing us. I want to see the family coming out to say Charlie because it's got to a point who can MPP asema na family and the best a better report. We got Kaya in 2016. That time I can say Achim area, not that Chibi area, acquire mining headquarters. The Achim youth hold the press release. I can say, member can pay Krapo Washington, AC region, a patch of Krapo. This one to what the Monka be my the youth in Achim. Do they want what the AC no? Because come here politics. They should come and tell us. I remember in 2016, elections, we know a chief who was campaigning, going through road, checking road project, and this year. Where about our life? Where is about our Ghana money?
Okay.
They went to the Makasa Abbey for no. Only two a any free, no Macanbra. And these are the issues. For me, he will do this. Now we can say in case so now young man no free more. And now young man is
Onyi. Onyi.
Let's not be any sin. So in case of free more, what it will be a year now. And I so by a union abstention.
Abstention.
We are not praying for that. But what will happen when those issues now? Isn't it? Candy. Why my waste it? But the good thing is, I can make friends Sunyani. We say goal for the first time in the history of the country. Who tough for no goal in my watch AD. Who tough for no? I'm my breakfast. I'm we and I'm for say David AI. Some say AI. And I'm going to test it. They all can say AI no. Brian. No I campaign work ra. E no go na go like for. Me atiso no just one chat. What's the AI?
Yeah,
no driver say breakfast no.
Yeah, pick a course on the kakra. Attorney General no mun sem ni. O say
I clarify.
Yeah.
I was even going to say, a chief of staff. So then time na a chief of staff.
Yeah.
Current chief of staff. You can be chief of staff.
Yeah.
And over and so and yes, some you kind during transition period. And some people why you can. Catch they say they have not handed over yet.
Yes. Yeah.
That time not a power no
From all parent. Yanko yanim. When Dr. Dominic Ayene, Honorable Attorney General, or say, I monitored Ken Ofurante's U.S. court case and received confidential reports on the proceedings. Although the case involved immigration issues, I am hopeful an extradition process will soon be initiated to return him to Ghana. Attorney General, so will soon be initiated.
So it means
Initiative. You see. So the contradiction.
There is some
issue, OSP.
The personal friend.
But say it is here or say revocation of Nevesa and he was deeply involved. And I saw okay. He granted an interview with one station, Biana Okan
Revocation of visa.
I am quoting
it
him.
came there recently. But time now, Chief Attorney General started to raise the issue with serious. That's why he started saying so they were to be together.
Okay, but Alaska, try this video for us. Maybe a bit more before answering this show. No? Quickly near her.
Because I'm beginning to, Masha say,
I don't say. Then what?
Me or me special producer, but I'm beginning to believe all the commentaries are on what they I say, you had a year maybe as if we are seriously working on certain things, but behind, and the ball.
Okay, maybe young queen, maybe I don't want you.
That's
Eco. 30 seconds, yanko time in your crowd.
Your dance, my daughter, my champion, if you mean no more still, and I make your own pa. Whereas, me focus on way, ocean chile, election director, deputy, or chile, me for us with the pay for now. A mobile contest, in a course, I promise, and no one throw them. Bianca Nakumatini, you be a Yenny Campia, a bed poor party, no, never poor Mancasa. My mom won't quiet the bear say attack to weird. we Mra would be one more would be fully no more yes I election. No more follow because obeying the Ghana Hanum says so passing you Ghana and that's all the party you there is no way I will be in this well my Ghana animal. And the embassy the you know, never to what you say. By in Nayan boom. No more couldn't say about no more cotton, no more, the issue of Mucosa Santana, no more, no more taba, or more Musi, or Bebuawa, no more situation in Tumbono, or Muko, no Muko, you know, Mujina, you did say you never can say at the most I was situation, and you never can tell so the man, and this because Ocean of Mopa, I is the great on Dramani Mama, Ogusu, or my Ghana animal. No, Biana Becca, the party airport, no more there or Ghana animal, and the better election way, they are the Vida, yes,
But that's it. Me watch one you. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm sir Onosunya ready. Yeah. Offer radio so pay attention. Nafi also so yenhwe hawa. Yebetimi edwatum. Okay. Yentie Attorney General. And seven kinkan no. Ne video ni.
One person that you've been looking for over the period has to do with the former finance minister. Yesterday he was in U.S. court. I'm sure you monitored that. What's your own thought on that?
Well, the American authorities are handling the process, and they are handling it in accordance with American law. So far, I don't find anything wrong with what has taken place. As you rightly pointed out, I monitored the hearing yesterday, and I've had reports from the United States regarding what has happened and what may happen. But these are confidential discussions, and I'm not supposed to talk to the media about what they have briefed me on.
But yesterday, the trial judge said something. He said there's no proof of any extradition request and that it should be filed by the federal government before February 19. What is your own thoughts on that?
No, the Justice Department is working on the extradition request. Now, you have to understand that what is happening now is in relation to immigration immigration law violations. All right, that is separate and distinct from the extradition request. And so, if it was put in before the the immigration judge that there's an extradition request, he wants a formal, filing before him. So the Justice Department would have to do that before a decision is taken.
When will that happen based on your contact?
No, I don't control what happens with the Justice Department in the U.S. So,
but are you hopeful that this will go through for Ken to come back to Ghana?
I am very hopeful, extremely hopeful. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Mr. Nokore Asam Kasafri Kaswa.
Yanko. Yanko yanim.
Amenchia wa wofa okonidi shechama so jare. Amenchia MAHDI jibe akuka eke kufa yeku anajua shama. Yamenkam. Ke finance minister Ken Oforiatta. Media madisre ni se maye attention enkono so de pre Ghana fo. Yenim dwirimu a papa ne de yenim se wadi o magi boni ankasa boni a wadi no enipa beye 100 kura ye kamomu a omoboni no enu ne die but me enjoy your attention e wo no kwa no so too much dodo nara on the shank Ghana ha e won kra ha a boni o magi no omda so ne nam ho ye besre atoni we transfer omomodi so obayiri ne ntaba mu din na say nipa no boni na omu di ye no process yon koso ni enya example bi nyina so hu say ampa eniema koso ni nipa no boni omu di ye no omu frasi etua so ka yesre mo attention nko atani former minister no ko anso sa omu attention mra Ghana fo no so boni no omu di ye no ye fo mu ngo gina mra nanom ne mra ne frasi ni omu di.
Okay. But I say, Ken Oforiatta owns businesses in America. So bringing him back will be quite difficult. This matter appears to be more political. Lawyer Martin Pebusu do the abomuno. Serious. You two apo. Yeah, time. Your time also.
Ebe ko share Chelsea match this.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
At 8 p.m.
Ebe Chelsea match.
Yeah.
Ebe Chelsea match.
Ebe Chelsea match.
Now, only baby.
Say the
Only the American Empire. Obeba.
Say abro from say be oba na business na on to manage.
So I did encourage the business.
Other
nations, yana.
Is
it because
Those
those people are more extradited no, they don't own business in their economy?
I see.
That's a very important. As a man, I don't own business over US. And then if that is the intent there, corruption, corruption in Africa. Be the fertile grounds for the African leaders. So munya ya nyema
No
munyane family from na mu wi amasa atene mo. Na say obi oni business ho no born micro no na the business we dem say be president o say me wi na me business o na wi ma wi na akota ho.
Yeri see Honorable APRAKU LARTEY, Head of Communications, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and now face MAHDI GIBRILL, Deputy Director of Elections, the NDC. Watching here, Nyame Adomoa, watching at 1 p.m. Yabesampa, Yakramo.
No. Nancy, dear, would you any as a confidence level so as a posropa? I was a manager. If it's my friend, Mr. Kill, I a bear man casa. Or from me, Mr. Kill, I a bear memoir.